Receiving a large inheritance can feel like two things at the same time. It can feel like a gift and it can feel like a burden because now you have this money, but it came through loss and the pressure is real. You may be asking, what do I do with it? Should I invest it? Should I pay off the house? Should I give some away? Should I help my kids? Should I do nothing? Hi, I'm Tommy Cloud and I founded Third Act Retirement Planning. Since 2000, our team has helped people all across the U.S. manage their new wealth wisely. I help Christians who receive $500,000 or more of sudden wealth make wise financial decisions before taxes, family pressure, and rushed investing create costly mistakes. So let's jump right into this video. Here's the first answer that I would give to you. Do not rush. The biggest mistake I see people make after receiving a large inheritance is they move too fast. And the same thing is true when people get divorced. They pay off the wrong debt. They invest before they understand the tax impact. They give money away before they know what they need, or they let the money sit with no plan at all. They might even listen to family members or friends who have investment ideas for them. So in this video, I'm going to give you a simple 4-step framework for what to do after receiving a large inheritance. Step 1 is to pause before making major decisions. I know that sounds basic, but it may be the most important step. When money comes after the death of someone you love, your emotions are not neutral. You may feel guilt. You may feel pressure. You may feel excited. You may feel overwhelmed. That is not the time to make life-changing money decisions. So here's the rule. Put the money somewhere safe and liquid while you build the plan. That does not mean ignore it. It means protect it. Do not buy the vacation home yet. Do not quit your job yet. Do not make a giant gift yet. Do not put it all in the market because someone told you to make the money work. First, just slow down. Step 2, figure out what type of inheritance you received. Not all inherited money works the same way. Cash is different from a brokerage account. A house is different from a life insurance policy. An inherited IRA is different from a savings account. A business interest is different from a bank transfer. This matters because each one may have different tax rules, deadlines, risk, and planning options. For example, some inherited retirement accounts may have distribution rules that force money out over time. Some inherited property may need a cost basis review before it is sold. And some assets may create more paperwork than you expect. So before you make decisions, gather the facts, ask these questions. What exactly did I inherit? What is it worth today? Is there tax due now or later? Are there deadlines? Do I need an attorney, a CPA, or financial advisor involved? This is where a lot of people get into trouble. It's pride, ignorance, being a simpleton, as Proverbs chapter 1 calls it, just being a simple-minded person. You don't listen when wisdom is crying out to you. They treat the inheritance like one big pile of money. It is not. It is a set of assets. Each asset needs its own decision. Now, in some cases, maybe the only thing you get is a life insurance proceeds. In that case, it is one big pile of money. But most of the time, that's not the case. So step 3, you want to create your inheritance mission statement. This is where you move from, I have money, to I have a plan. Or as Martin Luther King said, I have a dream. Here's a simple way to do it. Divide your plan into 4 buckets. Bucket 1 is stability. This is money used to strengthen your financial foundation. They may include building cash reserves, paying down high interest debt, improving insurance, or creating more breathing room. Bucket 2 is the future. This money is used to improve your long-term retirement plan. That may include investing, increasing retirement savings, building income for the future, or reducing future taxes. For example, if you received $1 million in, we'll call it cash or a brokerage account, a taxable brokerage account, and your income is $120,000 a year and you're unable to save much into a 401k or IRAs or a simple IRA or SEP IRA, you could take your income and defer it into those IRAs to reduce your taxable income. Meanwhile, you could take money out of your taxable account to live off of in place of the amount that you put into the deferred retirement accounts while reducing your taxes. Now, bucket 3 is going to be for your family. This is money used to help people you care about. But here's the warning: helping family without a plan can create stress, resentment, and dependency. Often your family members will want you to give them money without doing anything, without any type of performance, without any type of experience. So be very careful in those situations. It's okay to help family members, but oftentimes it's better to help them after they've done something. For example, this is one simple example. Let's say they'd like to get an MBA degree. And the MBA degree that they would like costs $50,000. You could say, okay, well, you go out and get a loan. And when you complete that MBA and achieve that, then I'll go and completely pay off your loan. In fact, I'll put the money over here in an account where you can see it. And that way they have to perform first rather than just getting the money from you. So decide in advance how much you're willing to help. Who are you willing to help? And what boundaries need to be in place? Bucket 4 is impact. This is money used for causes, projects, or priorities that matter deeply to you. The key is not how much goes in each bucket. The key is that every dollar gets a job. Because if you do not give the inheritance a purpose, other people, emotions, and random opportunities will give it one for you. And to whom much is given, much is expected. You are now a steward of God's money and God's assets when this money comes to you. You are the new steward. And you don't want to be a wicked steward. You want to be a good steward of these assets. So step 4 is going to be build the tax and income plan before you spend or invest. This is the part people skip. They ask, what should I invest in? That may be the wrong first question. The better question is, what does this money need to do for me? Does it need to create income? Does it need to reduce debt? Does it need to protect retirement? Does it need to stay liquid? Does it need to be passed on to the next generation? Does it need to be used during your lifetime? Once you answer that, the investment plan becomes much clearer. For example, if you are 5 years from retirement, this inheritance may completely change your timeline. It may allow you to retire earlier or work part-time or delay Social Security or reduce portfolio risk or create a better tax strategy. But none of that happens by accident. You need a coordinated plan that looks at taxes, income, investments, estate planning, insurance, and your personal goals all together. So here's the simple recap. When you receive a large inheritance, first, pause. Do not rush major decisions. Second, identify what type of assets you've inherited. Third, create your 4 buckets, which are number 1, stability, number 2, future, number 3, family, and number 4, impact. And then finally, which is number 4, build the tax and income plan before you spend or invest. A large inheritance can change your life, but only if you handle it with clarity. Because the goal is not just to have more money. The goal is to make wise decisions with it, protect your future, and use it in a way that reflects what matters most to you. If you recently received a large inheritance and you're trying to figure out what to do with it, go ahead and apply for a free sudden wealth planning session with me by clicking on the link. If you like this video, and subscribe so we can continue to be in your algorithms. You'll get more like it, or make a comment. Tell me what you think the next step is for the inheritance you've received. What are you doing next? What did you do first with your inheritance?